was, of course,
I'm a
the
New
blue.
Jersey State Trooper, Lisa Acker, and my husband is a New Jersey State Trooper, and his name is Sean Acker. So what's specifically happened with Sean was he had to have 2 hip replacements, not 10 days after a residual surgery that was supposed to be minor, and then caused a clot that caused a pulmonary embolism that then caused my husband to go into cardiac arrest. He lost 42 minutes of oxygen to his brain. That has caused what they call global damage. It's an anoxic brain injury. So he has damage throughout his whole brain. So it has affected everything. The original home that we had built, tunnel to towers, built an addition on top of that. It is ADA modified. So the bathroom, the shower, his bedrooms, everything has the wide hallways, the wider doorways. What the home's going to mean more so now is that instead of me having to schedule the kids to see their dad, they just get to see their dad and be with him whenever they want. So I think it's going to put Sean at a level of quality of life that I don't know if we ever would have been able to achieve without this addition. And paying a mortgage and putting a roof over your kids' heads is what we all planned for, but now we can plan for so many other things that we can do as a family, especially now that Sean is home. I can now spend that quality time with Sean and the kids like we've always wanted to.
We love doing this kind of work. It's a promise that the foundation has made that we're going to take care of all these families that protect us when they give their body or their lives for our country or our community. So the only way that we really get this done is if we bring everybody together. And we do that by asking people to donate $11 a month. Please go to t2t.org.
Cool. You're muted.
All right. Now, here we go. Yeah, sorry about that. Not giving you a heads up on that. I had lunch with that gentleman's cousin yesterday. And they're trying to expand that foundation here locally. I said, well, I've got 12 to 20 people I can show it to. And I told him I'd put a community post up. But what they do, I guess, pretty extraordinary. It's towers to tower. And you would think that it's only in the Northeast, but they're slowly expanding more nationwide. So, and that's their goal, to make life a little bit better for those that serve in whatever capacity, as first responders or military, what have you, to make their life a little bit more functional. So I told him I'd run the latest commercial, so I found the latest commercial and I ran it.
It's mighty white of you, sir.
Yeah. Oh. How are you
done
this evening, sir?
I'm within the bounds of reason, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, my ailments of the last 100 and some hours, and I finally got that fixed, and just getting over the infection part of it, and feel a lot better. Can hear again.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I told you not to wear your yank too tight.
I know that, but it's so much fun.
I know. Exactly. It puts a bounce in your step.
So much fun.
Indeed.
So anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I have to point out the things that I see, and the thumbnails pretty speaks for itself. Now, Chille's channel came back up today, and but there's no activity on it. I don't expect there to be much. I have a theory, and I'm going to bounce through it pretty quick.
Fucking Perry Mason over here. All right.
Yeah, well, it's by happenstance. So to set this up, last week, Tuesday after the live stream, on Wednesday for a friend. I was researching some videos to get information. And since I had to sit through these videos, something struck me as funny that was said. And so I started looking at it a little bit closer. Let me get this. Let me get rid of this other.
Was it rutabaga?
Yeah, rutabaga.
That always strikes me as funny.
Yeah. Rutabaga. Yeah, that is the strangest word.
It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's strange. Okay, now that I got to get my concentration back here. Okay, close that. Go back to this. Doggone it. Yeah. Go ahead and tell your rutabaga joke.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Talk us through every step of what's going on there, right?
Yeah, right on. Oh, I gotta stop.
Not like any of us have anything to do.
Oh, hush.
No, I don't have any good rutabaga stories.
Okay.
Damn, I haven't lived much of a life, I guess.
Let's see.
Hope everybody's, I don't know.
Yeah, so anyway, his channel came back up today. And of course, YouTube had to, like I said in the chat, YouTube had to respond to his counterclaim. But there's all these theories out there that somebody, I don't believe it was hacked. I believe this was something he did himself.
It was not one way or the other. He probably did it himself.
No, I'm almost sure of it. And I've almost got it laid out to where he
just get into it, man.
He'd been leading up to it. And so, as you well know, on Wednesday, the information that I got, he was feeding that to Michael Eline to get that out there. And he's been talking so much lately about
let everybody know what information he was leaking to Michael Eline.
Right. And the website, and the fact that he wanted to use the website more, and DLZ clips, or whatever the hell he calls it. That was the new that was going to be the new foundation for his future. And
DeleteLawz.com. I think he's trying to get people to do some sort of subscription based
DLZ bullshit. Clips.
No, DLZ clips is his backup channel. It's just a secondary. He usually simulcasts everything.
Right. So what he does, he uses DLZ clips to try to get you to go to DeleteLawz.com so that he can bypass YouTube getting their cut. This is all about.
Apparently that's a ban evasion as well, which makes sense because what's to stop everybody from just having two channels, and then if one gets dinged, then you can just go to the other one. So I don't think technically he was. Did
you watch his live stream last night?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did he say anything interesting?
Well, not.
I didn't know he was back up. First of all, really. I mean,
yeah. Well, he's been going live since it got down, but he's been doing it on DLZ.
Clips. Right. Which is the part I didn't.
Right.
I didn't think he was supposed to do, but who cares, really?
Well, according to him, this was YouTube, so he hasn't done anything wrong.
He's never done anything wrong.
Probably not even worth talking about, because I watched one of the, and they're always fantastic, Dummy Kruger's video on the Angry Vet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Love Dummy. Man, it was fantastic.
Yeah, and I was just over at, I don't know if it's F3 anymore, but whatever, Jeff's channel. He, and, Chris hangs out there a lot. He's like, Dummy Kruger got it wrong as usual. I was like, the fuck are you talking about, dude? He said, and then he said a bunch of bullshit. And I'm like, well, have you made a video that lays out exactly why he was wrong? Because I saw an awful lot of documents, and I heard an awful lot of officials giving official word about things. And he laid it out in a pretty complete and comprehensive timeline as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, absolutely.
And so did you make a video that refutes everything Dummy Kruger said, point by point, why he's wrong? He said he did. I said, well, email that to me then, because I'd really like to see that. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel really bad for Chris and Tiffany for having this pack of mongrel mutts on their tails, but he doesn't do himself any favors. Say that. He just is. He doesn't. First of all, he's just too reactive in general, but also he I don't know what it is, but he just doesn't seem to like lay anything out whenever he's talking. I find myself just drifting off because he's drifting off. You know what I mean? He's a real lack of focus with that guy, which I feel bad. I think he should hire a really good civil rights lawyer is what he should do.
I don't want to take anything away from Dummy Kruger's channel, but otherwise we'd watch it because it's absolutely hilarious. But go watch it when you get time, guys. Because
Angry Vet's the same thing. Yeah, I don't necessarily believe that Angry Vet or Chris have nefarious intentions, unlike some other folks I could mention.
Right.
But I think they're not competent, neither one of them, enough to pull off that. They're like Chille, but not quite as vile. I mean,
you don't want to use the word smart.
in general, like if you can carry on a conversation reasonably with either of them up to a point, but once they start going off the rails, it's like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like,
well, I think what Angry Vet in his case, what he thought was, I mean, he did everything you're supposed to do to set up his foundation. The problem is he took it too far, not knowing what he was doing.
He got over his head and
got him way over his head. And then when he got caught, he tried to,
Yeah. And that's the other thing with these guys.
Direct D called him out, for God's sake.
I know, man, when you're getting called out by that guy. But these guys they're just all amateurs, really, when you get down to it. And they can't ever admit fault. Not a one of them. Like, I'm not saying I'm always right, but I make some pretty goddamn fair points right to their faces, and they don't back down off of what they're saying. You know what I mean? It's like,
hey, Derp,
look, know when you're beat.
Yeah,
buddy.
Just say, okay, it's over. You got me.
Yeah. Hey, Derp, what's up, dude? Yeah. I hope Derp gets that little Thanksgiving animation done.
Yeah, I went and checked the channel before we went on, make sure he didn't drop something.
We're kind of working on this project, and the ground keeps shifting under our feet with it because some of it's got to do with Eline and BZ Watchdog, whose channel went back up again, by the way.
Yes,
also.
Except
I'm sure with a few notable admissions.
Yeah, his live streams aren't up.
Of course not. Yeah, they're all about transparency and telling the truth and shit until you start asking them questions or pointing out shit.
And that's why last week I wanted to, download some bit, and I downloaded a few I didn't need to, but I wanted to get them downloaded because there was just way too much curious stuff going on between. Now, Eline, he's just a slick bastard. He just tries to keep himself at arm's length and make it sound like, he'll use the term friend or something like that, but he certainly doesn't spend the whole lot of time.
He stopped short of
supporting
supporting or condemning him.
Right. Now, BZ does.
I've got him in a roundabout way.
Of course, I got him saying, go by and make sure you, sub to BZ's channel, but he hasn't said anything since then. That was last Wednesday. So
that's the KFAR and the mealy mouthed way to, approach things. I mean, if somebody I find out is a real degenerate, I'm not gonna hang around and like be like, well, you know, I mean, yeah, I might say, yeah, good luck, and push him out the door. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be vitriolic about it, but I'm gonna make it pretty clear where I stand about like how that I'm not gonna be dealing with that person anymore. And there's just so many people that just are, I don't know, spineless in that way.
Last night, or was it Sunday? It was either Sunday or last night. Chille's live stream. It became real obvious to me at that time that he wasn't hacked, and he was behind all this. There's no, you know. I went over to Here's the Deal to see what he had to say about it, and he did a short video on it. And
what did he say?
Well, I've got it here, so it's going to be.
Okay.
I've got this piece together, so we'll start playing it, and we'll just go through. You'll have, I know you'll have things to say.
Commentary.
Yeah, I do believe.
Why ever would you think that?
I don't know, but let's get it going.
With Chille DeCastro tonight over at Delete Lawz, and he's officially announced that he's no longer wanting to be identified as a cop watcher or a cop auditor. He is officially a government accountability operator. That's what he does. Chille is now officially christened himself as a government accountability operator. That's what Chille's doing. He is all about holding the government accountable, and that's what I'm all about too. So proud of him for taking that step. Him and I are both really irritated about the infighting between these so-called auditors and cop watchers, all fighting over likes and views, instead of keeping their eye on the prize, which is holding the program.
Selling your book.
And one thing led to another. A friend of mine, Chille DeCastro over at Delete Lawz, got locked up, and I helped him run his YouTube channel along with Brian over at Here's the Deal while he was locked up. And that sort of motivated me to keep doing these shows, because people were calling me and emailing me and asking me to stay live and keep staying on YouTube. The prosecutor's office, and how to defend people against government overreach and
donations.
Become better at government accountability operations, which is what me and Chille DeCastro do. We do government accountability operations. Give me a GAO in the sidebar, and next time you go on Delete Lawz, start typing in GAO. He'll know what it means. But I broke it tonight. Chille DeCastro is officially not.
So does that wait. So at first he was associating himself with a group, Constitutional Law Scholars, which is a real thing, by the way. If you look it up,
it is,
and they are some serious ass lawyers to obtain that title, like Harvard professors and shit like that.
And it makes you wonder too if there hadn't been some heat coming down from that direction.
They have, yeah. Well, if anybody close to Chille was smart, they would have told him to can that shit. Because it was really, really,
which is what he's kind of done in a roundabout way.
Yeah. And then now he's sort of indirectly associating himself with the GAO as if he is some government operative. You know what? You know what I mean? Well, luckily, I think I'm going to show this to you guys here. Yeah. Wait, they have to be PDFs? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? It says it only.
Is kind of lengthy,
yeah, go ahead and
let it keep
it.
going.
I'll find
auditor or a cop watcher. He is now officially a government accountability operator, which I consider myself to always have been. I'm about holding the government accountable. So government accountable. Then. That's what this is all about. And like my dad said, if you do a good job, the money will follow, as they say. In this case, the likes and views will follow. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really make any money on this channel. We'll work for food, so to speak. I love it when I get
free advertising, though,
super stickers, and people buy my book, because it shows me that I'm appreciated, and it also keeps my wife off my ASS.
So let's see here. Let me speed this up just a little bit there.
I guess his wife isn't into freedom of speech.
Really? Hacking.
Doesn't
this show is about my buddy Chille, who had his channel hacked last night by some low-life scumbags and we're going to find out who these dudes are. 100%. We're going to find these guys.
Yeah.
But last night,
You go, Michael.
Chille DeCastro.
Let me
from Delete
call
Lawz had
Vegas
his
and get
channel
the odds
hacked,
on that.
and somebody was streaming gay porn on his channel. And I did a bunch of research, and I found out that this is not exclusive to him. This has happened to other people. So
That
I'm gonna
is
do
true.
some reaction videos to that.
No, that is true. I did follow up on that, and there have been several, but we're talking about
No, it was just the sequence in which he said those words. So
Gotcha.
somebody was streaming a lot of gay porn on Chille's channel. So I did some research.
Yeah.
A lot of research.
And I'm also going to explain what the law is. It was totally sold out. So we bought tickets in advance. And so after the show, we're going to get to see Gladiator 2. And as most of you guys know, Gladiator 1 is like my favorite movie. I used to be Star Wars, but after seeing Russell Crowe and Gladiator,
I thought it would be Braveheart
of the armies of
William
the North.
Wallace.
I did send Chille an invite to join us tonight to pop in, but he doesn't need to pop in. I'm just going to cover with you what I learned and what I know from being a litigator with hacking. Because I've hired forensic hackers in the past to go in and find people who are hacking my clients, and we always found them every single time.
Now, you remember all these clients out in LA, right? The ones that we tried to find, all the court cases that he heard and so on and so forth about 9 months ago. Yeah. All these cases that he was involved with that we could not find his name attached to.
Yeah, I'll be
and we found him.
I'll be holding my breath.
That's why I know we're going to find the people who did this to Chille. Without question, we're going to find these guys or girls, whoever they are. I'm assuming they're dudes, probably like a former associate. We already have our suspects. As you guys who saw his channel last night, you probably noticed, like most of the people in the chat were people that never are in any of Chille's chats. Think about that. They could have been sock puppets, but sock puppets also can be traced. Don't think that you're safe because you're using a VPN or some other methodology of trying to get in, because you can, we'll figure it out. Anyways,
messages work.
Here we go. All right, so here's the message. Chille says, we were hacked. Sorry that people are so weird. We agree that was super gross. And it was totally gross, man. Like, it was just basically like dudes with like the police flag, the blue line, doing just nasty stuff that just is gross. And it could have been like somebody trying to market their gay porn, right? To where they could make sales. We see that happen a lot. I had one of my websites hacked years ago where people were, they hacked into it and they were uploading Cialis advertisements to try to sell Cialis, because there was a time when my website ranked #1 for pretty much everything on Google.
Yeah, well, that's not
way to try to advertise your product, right?
It ranked #1 in everything but security, obviously, if you let them hack into it and put Cialis ads on it.
Yeah,
and secondly, that is not even the same concept. How would they market the gay porn? Why would they show it? How is that marketing it? It's not as if you're going to be able to know unless there was a brand name like Ajax gay porn.
Right. Well, he makes a comment here. He makes a comment here in a minute to back that up, but it's so stupid. It's just ridiculous. This guy's just such a grifter.
Just like inject a bunch of your Cialis ads into a website that ranks #1, and you can try to get money that way. So that could be the case, guys. That could be the case that somebody was trying to market their porn videos through a channel that has almost 1 million subscribers. But my gut instinct tells me it's somebody who has it in for Chille. Like, who.
Yeah, thank you, Linda. Yeah, my algorithm's all screwed up. I tell you what, I've decided that I'm going to quit communicating with YouTube. I think I'm better off if they just send me an email just to ignore them. Anyway, my algorithm is all messed up. I have people that have been following me longer than a lot of people that I deal with outside of YouTube and said, "Man, I haven't been getting any notifications on your stuff. You're not doing anything." It's like, no, it's just YouTube's just taking away all my notifications, I guess. Anyway, I'm not sure what sets them off yet, though.
Well, Ernie here in the chat, who's new, he says, "I've never visited this channel before. For some reason, YouTube suggested it. God only knows why."
Yeah, God only knows. Yeah,
no, that was my commentary. What are you guys, gals, about? Yeah, that's a long answer there, buddy. We're just hanging out, having fun. However, some of the individuals that we discuss on this channel are, man, you better be ready to open a can of worms.
This is true.
And eat them.
And eat them.
Who knows? Maybe somebody on the Nevada Police Department, right? It could be, right? Because Chille won his case and made the Nevada PD look pretty stupid. But there's so many people that Chille has bested.
Yeah, that's to me, that's really low to say that somebody in the Nevada Police Department would hack Chille DeCastro's website or YouTube channel because they didn't like him or whatever it was he did. He got arrested in a parking lot and he just became a moron in court, and they got tired of dealing with him and said, "Here, if we let everything go away, please." Right.
So many people that could come after him. But the good thing is forensically, you can find these people. Even if they use a VPN, there's ways to find them. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to share with you some stuff that I found.
It was nothing, of course.
Yeah.
Of an anonymous hacker posting porn on ISIS accounts. And in the midst of the commentary, I said that they should specifically do gay porn because many of the people in ISIS are obviously vehemently anti-gay. And as we've learned from history and studies and some anecdotal evidence, people who are massively anti-gay usually are gay themselves, and they're struggling with this toxic brainwashing ideology that was pumped into their head from fundamentalist religion. So today, I learned that they're doing gay porn. So I don't think, to be clear, I don't think I had any effect on this. It's really not that hard to piece it together where you go, no, isn't it better to put gay porn on their accounts than straight porn? I don't think I affected it, but it is funny that I mentioned yesterday that they should do gay porn instead of straight porn. And then later in the day, actually, I saw that they did that. Gay porn seems better. So Haaretz reports here, a hacker affiliated with the hacktivist collective Anonymous who uses the online moniker Watchilla Ghost first began hijacking pro-ISIS Twitter accounts several months ago. The hacker decided to replace ISIS imagery posted to the accounts with rainbow flags and pro-LGBT messages. He said, "I did it for the lives lost in Orlando." Original pro-ISIS content on the hacked Twitter accounts was replaced with messages such as, "I'm gay and proud," and "out and proud." A link to a gay porn site was included in some of the hacked accounts, although no explicit images have been posted. So that's interesting because the hacker also went on to explain here, quote, "One thing I do want to say is we aren't using graphic porn and our purpose is not to offend Muslims. Our actions are directed at jihadist extremists. Many of our own group of hackers are Muslim, and we respect all religions that do not take innocent lives." To which I respond, what a regressive. No,
look at Elon. Look at
this guy's 100% right. He's saying, "Look, we're not going after all Muslims here. I don't
know how this helps
peace-loving people in all the different religions."
I don't know how this.
It doesn't look at, if you look at his facial expressions, it's almost like I'd like to know what he's doing with his hand.
If anything, it just kind of hammers. It just kind of hammers home the fact that most people's working theory is that Chille is closeted. And this clearly was done, and with the blue line addition of the blue line flags.
Thanks for hacking Chille.
Yeah, thanks for your hacking. Clearly somebody was trying to push Chille's buttons. by putting gay stuff in there and the blue line flag stuff too. Because that would
not
really,
as far
that
as
would,
I'm. My theory is that he did it himself. I don't believe that he was hacked. As this goes on, I'm going to press this point home. I don't think he was hacked.
Maybe, and there is a big consideration.
Yeah, I think this was a self-inflicted deal, and
it could be, which would make the choice of video even weirder.
Yes,
I mean, just let's get it over with.
We think the religions are wrong, but we're fine with peace-loving people in the religions. So we're not putting floppy dicks all over the place, which, by the way, actually was my suggestion. They're just going with gay phrases, out and proud. Hey, here's a link to a gay porn website. Hey, here's a rainbow flag. Hey, I'm going to tweet solidarity with the gay community, even though this is an ISIS account. That's the fucking way to go about this, man. I mean, this is trolling to perfection, if you ask me.
T-shirt silk screening. Even if maybe we could work a deal where I cut them in on some of the profits or whatever. I really would like to get some cool Team MPE T-shirts with pictures of our founding fathers on them with little quotes and stuff like that to help build the channel. And everybody make sure to like and subscribe to my channel and double tap that screen too, because, I survive off donations and people who buy copies of my ebook. And so if you want to learn about how I became my journey to becoming a practicing lawyer with no law degree undergrad, you can buy the digital version of my book, the digital version of this same book from me by going to my homepage and clicking on the description, dropping down and going to PayPal, $19.99. And that really helps support my channel a lot. And it makes me able to come on and do more.
Right. An hour, I think it was an hour and 40-minute live stream, and he brought the book up 6 times.
No wonder he and Chille get along so well.
Yes.
These cool shows and share my 20 plus years experience in law with you, answer questions, and just have a good time. Keep you from having to go to
did he just say answer questions? Because I seem to remember asking him a whole lot of questions I never really got any answers for.
He just doesn't do it, does he?
I made 2 videos full of questions for him.
That's right, you did.
Communist News Network to get brainwashed with programming, and instead of learning about cool things from people and getting some engagement in the chat box. And I really love seeing all these members, guys. I love seeing all those private first class chevrons. All my members get a private first class chevron when they buy a membership, and I appreciate all the super chats.
Any reminder that he was in the military.
Yeah, and you talk about taking advantage of, because when he was live stream, I recognized a lot of the people in the chat, like OTVO and all those people that are always at Chille's chat. And yes, Hellfire, that's what I believe. I believe that Chille did this himself just to get so that he could get Team DLZ or DLZ, the other channel, he's up to 106. I'm watching his subs. He's at 106,000 subs. And just so he can direct them over to his webpage where he gets more of a cut. And he admits that. I mean, he doesn't hide that. But I'd be honest with you, what you said earlier, DP, about an organization that really exists, I wouldn't be a bit surprised with the recognition he got with the Las Vegas deal if somebody didn't catch wind of that and he didn't start getting some heat by using that moniker, constitutional law scholar. And he's been getting a lot of heat from everybody for a long time, but I think it just got a little bit more widespread. Chille thinks all this shit out. He's just not good at it.
Well, he let's call them what they are. Harebrained schemes.
And it all comes down to grifting.
He thinks he's got a gotcha. And then it turns out when you unravel what he's attempting to do, you're like, you're kidding me, right? Like it literally that when he tried to trick me into playing that clip, This guy went ahead, filmed himself just doing that and then tagged it with a VCR warning label or DVD warning label and sent it to me, pretending or had
The FBI is going to get you.
He had Colin send it to me, and it took me about all of 10 minutes to reverse search the email address that was used and find out it was Colin, by the way. And then, playing the plan was I play the video and then Chille copyright strikes me for it. Okay. And I mean, it was literally like an Elmer Fudd trap. And I was talking to Derp about this the other day. I think, you know what it is about these videos? It's my childhood Bugs Bunny fantasy come to life. I mean, literally, these guys are fucking Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam, and I'm the Wabbit. You know what I mean? And they don't have a chance of outwitting me. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that in like I'm so
in a
awesome
conceited way. No, but
you know what I'm saying? It's just facts. I mean, these guys are just amateur hour.
Well, you're gonna love.
I'm not the smartest person you're ever gonna meet in your life. There's people way smarter than me, and I'm able to fucking suss them out and deal with them with ease. I mean, it's pathetic, really. Aren't you guys ashamed of yourselves?
Do what?
I said, aren't you guys ashamed of yourselves?
They're not ashamed at all.
To help me build my audience and build my channel. And I appreciate it when you save these videos too. Always make sure to save, because when you save, it really gives me a nice algorithmic boost with the search engines, helps people find my channel more. Let's Go TVO, thanks for showing up today.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, thanks for joining. I just got wind that Chille's Delete Lawz channel has been terminated, and that is quite unfortunate. So as Trish and I are making our way down the road, I'm watching a couple of videos, and there's frauditor auditing channels, whatever you want to call them, just anti-constitutional, anti-freedom channels, mocking and rejoicing that his channel's gone. And this is an early Christmas present. This is great.
Didn't you cut ties and run?
One of the channels.
He kind of did.
Isn't this the guy who bailed on Chille when he was in jail?
Pretty much did. I mean, he helped him out. What?
Yeah, I really want
one or two, and then he bailed.
Yeah.
Said that I am in the running as suspect number one for being the person who got Chille's channel taken down by putting out that nonsense crap that somebody hacked into his account to put up there. But I can see, forensically, if you're looking at it as an investigative like thing, I can totally see why somebody would think, I would be in the running for being a suspect.
Now, I want to say something real quick. I've been following Brian for a long time, probably one of the longest. So I've been on YouTube since 2012. And because he was a real big in the our constitutional carry, getting our laws straightened out here where I live. He is in my backyard. I don't believe he would do. Just morally, I don't believe he would do something like this.
He's a weak lead.
Yeah, it's just not his. It's not his MO. It doesn't fit him. And like he said, it makes sense if you're looking at the big picture, because he's going to explain that. But I don't think either one of them, Eli nor him, would do that. Be honest with you, it'd be more inclined to be Eli than it would be this guy, because Eli has shown more of a propensity to want to snatch the money. He's been grifting hard.
Yeah,
but I exempt both of them. Exempt both of them. The one I'm pointing the finger at Chille himself.
Right.
God damn it. Sorry. Excuse me. Pardon my French.
Nobody. I mean, in the stream key, still in StreamYard, and they have access to the stream key, whether they have the password to the back end of your channel or not. They can get into your channel and upload stuff through StreamYard, which sounds like is what happened. So apparently they uploaded 2 or 3 different times, and just a bunch of horrible, atrocious nonsense that you never want burning into your eyeballs. But I mean, I don't even feel like I want to defend myself on this. I didn't do it. I'm not going to be able to prove to anybody out there that I did.
Yeah, Mr. Rican, Sean Porter's, he's known for getting his channel taken down. I think his channel's been taken down. I'm just going to guess more than anybody's on YouTube. He's kind of like the, what's his name at InfoWars of YouTube. He has a tendency to end up in that position quite often.
Did it, but on the one side, I understand why people would think that I'm the suspect. I'm a suspect, but all this rejoicing over a channel going down after it was hacked is ridiculous, because nobody, I mean, in the principle of the golden rule, whether you are a Christian or not, you don't need a holy book to determine that, hey, what happened to that person over there, I wouldn't want done to me, so I'm not going to do it to that person over there for the very fact that I wouldn't want it done to me. It's the golden rule. Do to others what you would want done to you. Conversely, don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to you. Obviously, if you wouldn't want your channel hacked and you find out that somebody got their channel hacked, you wouldn't rejoice about it, because you wouldn't somebody rejoicing if you got your channel hacked. So it's a bunch of crazy YouTube drama. And then the next thing that I wanted to talk about was Chille's got a new channel called DLZ Clips. Now, I want you guys to understand, I am Chille's friend, and I am loyal to my friends. Any friend that I have, I'm loyal. It's like, if you have
closer
a friend,
to
you're
the
wait
hole,
for it,
sir.
because that's what
wait
friends
for
do.
it.
There's loyalty. Does that mean that me and Chille agree about everything? No, there's some significant things that we disagree about. What we do agree about is that you got a right to record in public. You have a right to stand on a sidewalk and record whatever you want to record.
On a sidewalk.
And you don't have that right just because it's in the First Amendment, freedom of press. You don't just have that right because of that. You have that right because you're a human being and you're on the public sidewalk, and there is no expectation of privacy in a public place. So obviously you have that right to do that. If the government has the right to record you in public 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, if they have the right to record you through body cam and dash cam, if banks have the right to put 12 different surveillance.
Now, a year ago, if you remember, Brian was saying you have a right to be in this courthouse and filming in this courthouse, but he doesn't mention once about going in a building anymore. It's all about the sidewalk, which everybody knows they have, that freedom. We don't need these jacklegs to intimidate the public to prove it to us.
Pieces of equipment around their building and record you. You can record a bank from a public sidewalk. That is not the issue. Now, how do you treat people when they walk up to you as you're recording? You might want to be a good person. You might not want to be a bad person. You might want to treat people with a little bit of respect and a little bit of dignity.
Draw a little separation there.
You get what you give. So I'm not for any of these auditors who are out there just being complete nuisances and a-holes, because I wouldn't want somebody to be like that to me. Why do you want to go out there and record somebody eating? Yeah, you can do it, but why would you do it? I mean, personally, if I was out eating like in a
money,
I don't know, like, let's say Starbucks has these little chairs outside. It's a nice day, 70 degrees. You want to go out there and enjoy a coffee. You don't really want to be recorded, but they have the right to do it. So if you ask them, hey, could you take that recording off? No, I got a right to do this in public. You can't tell me I can't do it. It's like, you're being a jerk. You got a right to do it, and you got a right to be a jerk, but you're being a jerk. I'm not going to approach you. Go ahead, keep on recording. That's fine. It's going to be a seriously boring video, but whatever you want to do. I don't even know if I would ask somebody not to record. It's just like you're just stepping into a noose there, But if you want to record out, you got the right to do it. You got the right to be an a-hole. You got a right to be an incorrigible human being. Does that mean we should do that? Do you think that's going to benefit society? I don't think so. The third thing is Chille's got a backup channel called DLZ Clips. Oh, I did want to back up on one thing. I did see a video played where
See, here's
Chille
my
says
problem
that
with his logic, right?
I hope your children
It's almost
get
over. Hang
bone
on.
cancer, which guys, I am not for saying that to anybody. First of all, I don't care how bad the person is you're talking about. Their kids don't deserve bone cancer. So I'm completely against that. But I'm also against somebody getting their channel taken down unjustly because they were hacked. And I'm definitely against those people who are mocking it, but they can do whatever they want to. The third thing I wanted to get around to is he has a backup channel called DLZ Clips. I'm certain that once the YouTube people at YouTube seek out the forensic or technological evidence for where that stream emanated from, they'll give Chille his channel back. But in the meantime, he has DLZ Clips. And if you're on Twitter, now known as X, you can go to @Team YouTube and ask Team YouTube to look into the Delete Lawz 1984 channel and tell them to investigate and put that channel back up, because that would be the right thing to do.
Yeah, ask him why he still has 100 videos of him violating YouTube's TOS by driving while live streaming up too.
He's not driving. His wife's driving.
No, not him. I'm saying while you're asking about Chille and looking into this quote problem of Chille's.
Right.
So
now,
go ahead.
Go ahead. No. I was going to say now. Go ahead and express yourself.
Well, he's not wrong about a great deal of what he said. But what he's talking about with the cameras and stuff like that, that's government overreach, really. And that's a different discussion, and certainly one that's never going to be solved.
No, it's not.
By any of these jagoffs.
It's not
annoying people in post offices or whatever. So what, and the other thing is Chille has not demonstrated that he is like competent at defending anybody's rights in that arena. So while I agree with what Brian is saying, well, why then endorse Chille and why pump his channel, at all? Like, because he's not helping anybody's cause, really, in my opinion. He's not a good spokesperson for the cause. He's a maniac. He's unbalanced. I mean, he hasn't show me anything he's achieved. You know what I mean? Like, so why put this guy up on any sort of pedestal?
Just because you agree on a couple things.
Yeah. I mean, he seems reasonable about most of the things he's saying,
Most of the time he is a reasonable person, but I did want to play that because that's the first time since last year I've heard him denounce the idiots that intimidate and harass the public and stuff, because just a year ago he was in New Mexico, if you recall, when they they ganged up on that New Mexico courthouse. Now, he kept his distance. He was smart enough to stay in the van most of the time, but he was barking, we have the right to do this and so on. So, but anyway, here comes the best part of the whole thing, and then we'll be done with it.
For the channel, hit
going on out there in the land of YouTube.
Okay, this is his second to the last live stream, and just pay attention. Not only is he screwed up, but pay attention to some of there's little tidbits that kind of, in my opinion, solidify what I'm thinking, that he's responsible for this.
Ooh, what's going on out there, my friends, my YouTube and friends? So Brick Jones is here.
Lizzo TVO. Fuck,
hopefully hopefully our core crowd from
I was
Delete
totally
Lawz
wrong.
will come over. OTVO, Overturn Terry versus Ohio is here. What is going on? Good to see you. Let's OTVO. So Kimberly is here.
He's big.
Right on. Good to see everybody. Now I have to log in to a different. Whoops, sorry about that. So let me go to Studio YouTube here. Listen, it's part of the game. I've had over 5 million subscribers deleted from TikTok, and it's just part of the
How
game.
many? How many
It's just
million?
the way it is.
He said
They do
5.
this.
5
and-
million? I don't think so.
What am I
It
going to do?
wasn't.
Cry? There it is. I can hear this right here.
Either he's got a
I'm
Thor's
going to cry. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on going. So people are coming in here. Let me add a couple moderators here. So that plead the fifth. What's going on? Good to see you. Les OTVO. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Brick Jonesy, what is going on? Kimberly is here. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Vegas Pool, what is going on? You know, we just got to get our core group of people over to DLZ Clips. Now you guys see why teamdlz.com was so important, because you know, they just took away.
I'd be ringing it.
Essentially, they took away the way that I make money. Which is tough, but at the same time, that's the way the game's played. That's the way the game is played. The way they can small miracle garages, tower time. What is going on? What is going on? Good to see everybody. Thanks for coming over. Let's see. We should be able to get our core group of people over here, I think, pretty soon. Forrest is here. What's going on? I know, Jared, I sent you a email back on teamdlz.com. This is why teamdlz.com was so important to me to get up and get going, because I knew
now if a guy were
that
suspicious,
this could come.
He might suggest that that's a planted comment.
You think?
Man, he really is easy to see through.
Yes, he is.
And so it did. They deleted the main channel. And so, oh no, I'm not.
Derp, this is content for weeks.
The next thing
friend.
is coming. Like Ledso TVO. I know this guy in real life. This guy right here, I know him. And
my
he knows
to
that the
both
next
of
thing
you.
we're doing is I'm creating a board game right now. I was just about to start showing the filming of building the board game, but my weekend kind of got spun and I ended up doing different stuff than I wanted to do.
And I came up with this harebrained scheme, and here we are.
The next thing is the board game. And we still have 100,000 subscribers on this channel. And once everybody realizes that I've come over here, now there's problems for sure. There's problems internally. There's problems
Here it comes.
with finances for sure. Oh yeah,
man.
It's a great big kick in the nuts for sure. Something was supposed to change in my life for me to change gears and truly just work on constitutional law scholar and just work on this board game that I created. That's what I think is the overwhelming message to me right now. And if you think about it in a positive aspect, I have a channel with 100,000 subscribers already attached to it to present the new version 2.0 of my adventure through life, my journey that I've gone down. So I think that's
Derp, go download this shit right now.
Life
if you wanted, I'd download it just in case
punches.
you deleted it.
Life is gonna hit you. No matter who you are, life is gonna hit you. Now, there's people who work with me who are now out of a job. Right now, out of a job.
Don't have to pay them, do you?
Job. And that hurts. That sucks. And things will die for a second while I have to rebuild some stuff and put some things together.
In the meantime,
for sure, things will go dark for a minute as the rebuilding happens underneath the scenes. I won't be able to put out shorts every day because I won't have my editors because my ship got sank. So you lose this battle. So
you think I should offer my services
You know.
to Chille?
Yeah, really. And I mean, it's so obvious because we talked about this just I think last week, but we've talked about it since he got out. He's struggling. He was struggling on his channel. You go and look at the numbers, it's just not there. You go over to Social Blade, just not there. I mean, that's why I believe that this was all a hoax by him, this whole channel thing.
Well, you got to start first with it's Chille.
Well, we kind of
not as if he has
we kind of learned to think around him, don't we? As much as we've watched him.
Well, what I mean to say is, anybody coming to this fresh, like our friend Ernie, I think his name was, who dropped by, probably very confused individual if he's still around at this point. Lest we forget, Chille is not the most reliable individual you're ever going to come across. Is what is the point of that. So that's your baseline there. You have to consider him a suspect.
Absolutely.
Basically. I mean, I've had him not only try and pull the carrot under the box with a stick and a string tied to it, trick, basically level trap on me, but he also threatened to sue me, completely misunderstanding how everything works. So I'm not just saying, hey, Chille is stupid. I've seen it for myself, right? I've had to deal with it. So you have to take into consideration that this is all a hoax. Yes. And also the timing seems awfully convenient just when he's making this very public move to get off of YouTube. Lo and behold, along comes miracle porn, but Tina Slay had the best point out of all of this, which is, look at how calm and collected. Well, he's high as shit.
Right.
I don't know what he took or what dosage, but he's definitely high as shit. But he's not bouncing off the walls. Like if somebody truly hacked him, like out of nowhere, while he was at this low point in his life, having just gotten out of jail and having to rebuild his empire, he would be normally bouncing off the walls. So either like he took some sort of really, somebody else is responsible and he just happened to be high as shit when it happened.
It's not just this live stream. It's been the last.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I suppose it's possible, but from what we know about Chille and how angry he gets when he's caught off guard.
And he has been none of that. It's
right.
So it's all
to me,
been about Team DLZ.
Yes. All things considered, I agree this was engineered by him. And the other thing you have to remember is Chille's very sloppy. And so his passwords could be out of his control. You know what I mean? Like he gives away too much information. He's given away too much information to too many people, and I would venture to say he doesn't really keep close watch on that. Like he's probably forgotten all that. He does his he has a short-term memory is not.
Well, if you consider anything Colin has to say is legitimate, absolutely. Because Colin confirmed all that
to a degree, but Colin's. He's not reliable himself.
I said if.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying it completely. This is just, I'm trying to be as factual as possible. Colin just isn't 100% reliable, and he doesn't have good judgment a lot of times. I think we can all agree him trying to sell the trifolds was a pretty bad idea.
Stupid.
Yeah, well, I mean, I told him, I was like, dude, you just can't do that, man. You have to sue your ass for that shit. Legitimately, he would have a reason to. So you have to kind of, I mean, personally, I take stuff like that into consideration, you know, when I'm thinking about things like this.
Right.
I think it, but the fact that he's not freaking out is a big indicator to me. Maybe I'm wrong.
Nope.
Oh yeah,
right.
that's. I mean, that's.
Well,
It's taking away that channel is most of my income, because remember, I make money from my online store where I sell trifolds, but people go to my channel and watch trifold videos on Delete Lawz, and they go to my store and they buy a trifold. So
But they don't buy it.
It's really, really gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be a tight Christmas for me. It's gonna have to tighten the old belt strap up for Christmas.
Get a part-time job steak? Somewhere,
no,
Chille.
No, we're eating canned chicken. I'll be having canned chicken for my Thanksgiving dinner because they have deleted my channel.
Wait.
I wondered how long that was going to
take. He's writing a song right now. You folks realize that right now, right? A canned chicken dinner. Oh my God.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh my God.
You got to see last night's. It's just about as good.
That's a song right there.
So, you know, it's just, man. I can't. I have to get canned cranberries now. But you know what's funny about saying canned cranberries? Don't you love canned cranberries? I love the canned cranberries.
God,
mix in with sour cream or whipping cream on Thanksgiving is so good.
What is going on with your brain, buddy?
Don't forget about the Nutella. It's still around.
This is a cry for help.
Oh, I'm not shocked about that, my friend. Come on, dude. I don't care. Plead the fifth. Thanks for supporting. I appreciate it. And this says, been there and then some. Fasting was a way to break up the ridiculousness. AMG Stealth. What is up, Playboy? What is up, Playboy? What is going on? Listen, nothing. We don't stop. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Make sure you have a membership to this channel. And we may get Delete Lawz channel back. I appealed, so we're going to wait and see, because obviously I'm not a psycho. Plead the fifth. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, man.
Wow.
It's all good.
Wow.
You can't get too wrapped up in losing any one battle. You lose one battle. Look, we had to morph a little bit anyway, right? We had to rebuild anyway. We were already rebranding to First Amendment Auditor. There were things that had to be changed a little bit, right? So this just helped. This just helped speed up the process, because now, other than coming and visiting with you guys, yeah, I appealed it, of course. You know, other than visiting with you guys for an hour or two a day through the YouTube medium, you know, I got to focus on constitutional law scholar.
You should really translate that to be other than hanging out, asking you guys for money and selling you trifolds. He doesn't really have a wow, I gotta download that shit right now. Well, I mean, wow, that was a lot.
Yeah.
God, he always manages to sort of stun me with, you know, with something. Like, just freezes my brain. Just like, what did I just watch? How is this happening? All this to not get a job. You know what I mean? All this to not go out and just get a job somewhere and actually be productive. I mean, oh man.
So I don't know if Ernie's still here. Ernie's still confused, but Ernie, you could spend from now to this time next week watching.
Yeah, run for your life, Ernie.
Yeah, all the videos on Chille, all that's been exposed about Chille, the fact that from the 1990s up to current date, every year of his life can be accounted for some illegal reason or
a traffic infraction, a stalking charge,
couple stalking charges.
Whoa,
thanks, Danny.
Restraining orders, arrests, a lot of traffic.
There is no doubt in my mind that this was all manufactured by him. I'm
not a psycho.
Yeah, I'm not a psycho.
I wouldn't recognizing that was a scenario that, you know what I mean? Like, wow. I mean, yeah. Well, yeah, you know, maybe this will cheer Chille up. I made him a badge for his new position, his government accountability operator badge there. It's got his name on it and everything. So now you're official, Chille. Be careful, buddy. It has pointy edges. And then I also went ahead and here, hold on. I gotta upload it. This is a little bit more labor intensive than I thought. All right. Can I do two at once?
I don't know.
There you go. Yep, there's the other one.
I never asked her.
Well played. There, I made him a little ID card too. Now he's all official. And you will note at the bottom, it is endorsed by the E-Line Law Group. That's pretty clear. Seems like Michael considers himself a government accountability operator as well. Maybe I should make him an ID too.
And he's said a couple things that were interesting.
I go out of my way to be helpful to these guys, you know, and they just shit on me. It's crazy. They threaten to sue me and call me a bottom feeder. Guys, I'm just trying to help. See how helpful I am?
Yeah, and he's talking to somebody that probably is going to eat canned chicken this year.
Yeah, I got to download that right now and put a beat behind it because, wow. That's what I'm talking about. It's just like, is this? I mean, he was really high, to be fair. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, his pupils were pinpoint, so you know,
it's just out of it. But I wonder, I don't know, man. Crazy, just crazy.
All right. So, do you concur with my theory?
He's with your theory that he was.
He's responsible for all this shit. I mean, this is all just another Chille scheme.
Yeah,
I'll go out on a limb and say it. Let him come at me. Witchy woman, new member, Lucy. We can call you Lucy.
Yeah, no, he was definitely in on it. In my opinion,
no doubt about it.
Just, I mean, the evidence just stacks that way. That's all there is to it.
Way. And I didn't even play the other video, which is just as revealing.
You know, it's I don't know how poorly this reflects on me, but that I'm so familiar with Chille and his behavior that, you know, some of these things are just kind of self-evident, you know, but, you know, his past behavior, you know. What am I doing with my life?
Yeah, we're talking about a couple of content creators here that have every jail call. We've been through all of it with him. So, yeah, if there's anybody that knows how this moron goes about things.
Yeah. And like I said, there's personal, I mean, legitimate, like, personal interactions with
absolutely
him. So it's like, he's not too terribly complicated. I mean, he told on himself throughout that whole process. It was kind of astounding. Just like, you know what I mean? I mean, he's a terrible, terrible criminal.
Is it
Like
that?
some
Hey,
other,
Blackheart Knight.
just like some other content creators we know. I'm trying to find oh my God.
How are you,
Trying to
BHK?
find one little
It's
thing.
good to see you, man.
Hey, what's up, Blackheart? Oh, where did I put that?
And everybody here, don't forget, check out Dummy Kruger's video. It is well worth the watch, as they always are.
Indeed.
Are you looking for something?
Yeah, I was gonna share another little thing I'm working on. But stupid thing, you can't upload JPEGs or anything to StreamYard. They got to be PDFs. That's crazy. Madness, I tell you. Yep. So I'm just converting it real quick. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst ourselves. I'm just kind of scanning through here too to see if there's anything.
GS got mentioned there. That was interesting. I didn't realize he was trying to ball wash for Chille too. He's a full-time ball washer. Oh man, this it saved it landscape or horizontally. Why would you do that? Yeah, if you don't know who GS is, he's generally specific. He's a fucking tool. Well, let's just call it what it is.
Tool is perfect description. Perfect.
Yeah. He's just a piece of shit. He's a ball washer for Fraud at Wrangler and JJ. And I don't know, he must have some association with, or unless they were talking about a different GS, I don't know. But I don't know
who that would be.
This is bullshit. Now I gotta rotate it, save it. Oh my God. Fail. But that's the other good thing about Chille, because no matter how bad my day is going, his is probably going much, much worse. There you go. That's
there's the link to Dummy Kruger's video.
In the chat, you mean?
Yeah, I threw it in the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get going here in a minute. Actually, gotta finish some stuff for what Derp and I are doing. And now this is taking like 8 million years to process. Show business professionals, ladies and gentlemen. Take notes. Yeah, I don't even know if it's going to come up. Whatever. Wow. That was anticlimactic. Loverly. So, did we learn anything here today?
Yeah, I think so.
Chille's a madman who played gay porn on his own channel in an attempt to push his followers to a different platform because
that was his
is
plan
going to
all
shit
along.
for him on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah. Well done, I guess. I don't know. Did he gain any Twitter followers out of it anyway? Was the ruse a success?
I don't know. We'll have to
Was
take a
it
look
worth
at
it? Oh, this isn't even gonna.
Michael Eli is the one that's pushing the X or Twitter or whatever for him.
Oh, he is. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, he brought it up several times last night.
Yeah, I feel like I might have to make another video asking him an additional set of questions.
Eli, yeah.
Yeah, these guys never answer, man. That's with Todd. He's the same way. Asking him for months and months, simple questions.
Simple
answers.
questions.
Hours, but I don't want to say too much. I got something planned for him. I'm gonna have a nice Christmas.
Good.
It's not loading. I don't know why.
Okay.
Wow, that was fucking lame. That was not worth waiting for. I don't think. Let me see. Maybe I have. I don't know. I'll give it one more try. I don't even know if it's worth it, to be honest. I mean, it's funny, but it's like after this build-up, me trying to unsuccessfully to load a simple image.
Live tonight.
I think Chille's live right now, as a matter of fact.
That's what I was just gonna look and see.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the only reason to watch it would be to check to see exactly how high he is tonight.
Yeah, he's he went live on Delete Lawz.
Yeah, I can't get this stupid thing to work, so whatever. You guys will see it soon enough. It's pretty good. But I actually had to stop the video I was making about Todd because on his live stream the other night he was such a fucking asshole. Sorry, Ram, you have to cut that, buddy. That it changed. I decided I had to say what I had to say about what he was saying sooner than later because, man, I really have had just about enough of this guy.
Todd.
Yeah.
Todd.
He's special.
Let me put that. Where did that go? Pin it. I was on another browser and I got sidetracked. Where did that go to?
I don't know.
I'll do
but
it
I
again.
know where I'm going to.
Yeah, I'm gonna paste it again. And I'll pin it. See if Dummy Kruger can get some views tonight.
I agree, Dr. Nimrod. We learned nothing new. It sure was weird, though, wasn't it? I don't know what just happened or why. And I also don't care. So there's that. Well, I hope everybody has a nice
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving if you're into that or in the U.S. I know we have a couple people that probably couldn't give a fuck in other countries.
I'm in the U.S. and it doesn't matter much to me, but it's only because that's a family thing, and you got to have family.
Yeah,
I've got my dogs, so
y'all put a bunch of turkey in a big old bowl and eat out of it together.
You bet. We'll eat real well that day. The dogs love it.
Well, my wife's Native American, so we have a very traditional Thanksgiving. I give her a bunch of infected blankets, shove her outside, and lock her out of the house.
I know she's at work now.
Thank you. I'll be here all night. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna make a trip to the old honey baked ham store, I think, and that'll be that.
Yeah.
But everybody else, hope you have a good holiday. Anyway, I do have a couple extra days off, so that's nice, and that's
good.
Yeah, it'll give me time to actually get a couple videos out.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep. And of course, start my marathon viewing of A Very Brady Christmas.
They still play that.
I have it on DVD.
I've got it on VHS.
You think I'm some sort of amateur? Think I was born yesterday?
No, I was the one yesterday. Those VHS tapes don't play too good these days.
Oh, you're in Ireland, Dr. Nimrod? Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Always wanted to get over there. My family's from Cork, County Cork, originally. My mom said my grandfather went back there and did a tour around when he was a younger man and kept a journal of it. And she's meant to give it to me. Although I can't imagine it's much more than him going to a series of Irish pubs.
Yeah. Yeah. I sent my mother over about 12 years before she passed away. And, but she was, just in awe because the church keeps such good records. And, being 100%
Right.
Scott Irish, she came back with a lot of nifty stuff. But yeah, my Irish side is the Hannons and the Quinns.
Oh, they're snotty over in Cork, huh? Is that right, Dr. Nimrod? Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I wasn't joking, by the way. My grandfather was a drunk. That's one of the reasons I really don't drink. There's quite a bit of that in my family. I don't really want to roll the dice. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's what our connection is.
What? The Gaelic or
the drinking?
The
fact that I don't touch alcohol
tolerance.
either because I came from an alcoholic family.
Yeah, I mean, I got enough problems as it is. I don't need that shit on top of everything else. Plus headaches and forget it.
Yeah, I've got some of the Hannons were from County Cork, and the Quinns were Northern Ireland.
Oh, damn, man. There's a lot of County Cork hate in the chat. Fuck, forget I said anything. I've never heard of the place. Yeah. No,
my
come to think of it, it was Dublin. Now that I think
my
about
grandmother, so my great grandmother's parents were from around the Limerick area. I don't know Ireland that well, but I mean, I believe that's kind of central, south central, maybe Limerick. Anyway.
Yeah.
No, Tina shows up as we're
visit.
Bailing out. Where were you, Tina Slay?
Oh, hi, Tina.
All night.
Yeah, I advanced your theory about Chille vis-a-vis your comments about him not being blowing a gasket over the adult film marathon that was on his channel.
It's because he's responsible for it, I guarantee you.
Yeah, and we reviewed the footage, and I'm more inclined than I was before to.
Thank you. That means I put together a good video.
You did. It was it was a very good video, actually. I was like, Bram made this. I was like, what the fuck?
Fuck
you gotta be kidding me. It's pretty good. No. You told the story. So.
Yeah, I don't buy it was hacked either. That was all bullshit. I just watching his stuff. It's just, this is Chille all the way through and through, and nobody knows him as well as you do, Tina. Through and through. This is all premeditated Chille bullshit.
Yeah. So to Tina, you listen, because I mean, I've had some sort of quasi interaction with Chille. Like he was never really going to sue me. I don't think. You know what I mean? But I mean, well, unless he's really, really that stupid. But Tina knows of which she speaks. I mean, she's dealt with him in the flesh, and it wasn't a fun time, to say the least. So, yeah, but it was an excellent point. But she also said, you mentioned Tina here. Hold on a second, because now I forgot what you said. Oh, for God's sakes. I'm having to look at this on a Just don't even ask.
She said she believes that too, is to make more money. I mean,
yeah, that too.
His channel was on the slide anyway. It was obvious that his channel was on the slide. He wasn't selling trifles. Social Blade showed his channel being down tons.
Oh, that was it. It was the comment about hacked. Yeah, no, hacked. He put a community post out that showed YouTube's response, and YouTube said, "We concur that you were hijacked." That's not hacked. That's two different things. That means somebody just took control. It doesn't mean they took control by going in through some sort of secure wall or something. You know what I mean? They just had
access,
and they took control. So
but I don't even.
But all that nonsense Michael was talking about, like he's gonna. Good luck. Yeah, I really. I mean, I'll eat my hat if you uncover who it was, and by deploying your super secret squirrel hacker guys. Note to self: buy a hat. I don't. Come on. I mean, no, I don't believe he's capable of operating at that frequency.
What's your name for him, Tina? What's she call him? Twat something or another.
Yeah, I mentioned that too, Tina. Like he's very sloppy with his passwords, as Tina has pointed out.
Twat.
Yeah, he just.
Oh God, that reminds me.
And he's got a short attention span, so he's not going to remember who he gave it to, and and who has access and all that. But I do believe, that even with that in mind, I do believe it was still his doing.
Tina, do you remember?
And that's the other reason that they'll never turn up who did it, because.
Do you remember? Because you spent some time over at Dan's channel when Welch News was up. Do you remember the cunt video? I was trying to remember what that gal's name was that put that together. The little song they played on Welch. Do you remember that? I was trying to locate that. Do you remember what her name was?
I hope you're not asking me any of this.
No, I'm talking to Tina. She just responded yes.
Because my brain left the station like 20 minutes ago.
I was going to try.
That was what I was going to wish Tina good luck, because she said she was going to go back and watch this. She hasn't seen it yet. You should watch Ram's video, actually, Tina. It's good, and there's enough of the Chille stuff in there to where you'll just.
Well, the Michael Eline stuff kind of puts the icing
good
on the cake. And then if I was to use Michael's live stream, the other one as well, but I didn't feel like I needed to, because I think that pretty well rode the ship in. So.
Yeah. Well.
Bahole is the very word in Jamaica. What is it? Bumbahole? Cat McSnatch. That's right. Cat McSnatch. You just found it. Yeah. I wish I could play it, but I know I would have to do it at the end of a live stream, because I know that YouTube would. I need to calm down for a little while and get my algorithms back before I upset anymore on my channel.
Well, the big question is, rutabaga a safe word?
Rutabaga.
And on that callback, I'm probably going to duck out unless you got anything else.
No, I'm going to duck out too. I'm still getting over the ear infection part. Got everything done. Just got a little bit of infection left in my ear. So
sweet. Sounds like fun.
Oh, you got me to swear, did you? Okay. So that's a swear word in Jamaica. Thanks for stopping by, Tina.
What was it in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? I think
I'm trying to see if that's available where people can go watch it.
what?
Because that Cat McSnatch video. It's funnier than hell.
Put a link on your community page.
Well, I'm trying to find it. It's not like this person. I don't think they have a. Let me see here. Hold on. It's on. I tell you, it was on Welsh News Network's channel. It was on one of his live streams. I got to get out of my channel. There we go. So let me see what happens if I type her name in.